Hi everybody, welcome to Food Talk TV. My name is Carrie and the name of this show is What's in Paw Paw's Belly. And tonight we are doing, what are we doing?
Seoul Fire Steak Noodles.
Yes, Seoul Fire Steak Noodles. I'm doing something a little bit different. Mr. Crown Royal made galbi, what was it called? Galbi.
I couldn't pronounce it.
Bowls. Galbi vermicelli noodle bowls, and we had them on his live last Friday on Food Talk, and those were insanely delicious. Everything was so good. Like I ate a whole bowl, and y'all know I don't eat that much, but I ate a whole bowl of that. Even Sasha said, "I can't believe you just ate all that." It was that good.
I can't believe I ate the whole thing.
So I'm going to play on that. So I'm taking his recipe, and I think he's going to take one of mine. You'll have to stay tuned to see what he does. But I'm taking his recipe, and I'm switching it all up. So I'm going to be using New York strip steak that I've cut up. It's marinating. He did ribs and pork.
He did short ribs.
Short ribs, yeah. And I'm doing a noodle. I'm doing a noodle, lo mein noodle. So I'm going to put these in right now.
Hi, Katie.
But I'm going to do a stir fry noodle.
Hi, Jenny.
But I'm using his sauce. I queen G'd though. I did a couple of things to his sauce. Made it a little bit bolder, but it's still the exact same base. And I did the same thing to the marinade. But
hi, friend.
The only thing that I really did to change it is I'm making the sauce a little bit thicker so that it'll stick to our noodles. His is more like I don't know how to describe it. I'm gonna say vinaigrette, but it's so much better than that because it doesn't sound that great, and it was really freaking good.
It was really good.
So I'm gonna add a little bit of cornstarch to make it thicker, and then we're not using the vermicelli noodles. We're using lo mein, so that's a little bit different. And these are wrapped in paper. I don't know what.
They're fancy and broken.
I wasn't ready for that.
Hey, Jessica. Hey, Jack.
What else am I doing? Oh, and I'm using New York strip steak. That's a little bit different. He did ribs. And I added a pear to the marinade, which I don't know if y'all know anything about putting pears or pineapple juice in your marinades. It helps break the meat down. It acts as a natural tenderizer. But with pears, especially, you have to be really careful about how long you marinate. So it's for a quick marinade because you can turn your meat to mush. That's how powerful using those two fruits are. Pears are more powerful than pineapples, but they both function. They serve the same purpose.
Katie had a question.
Yes, Katie.
She said, I missed the front. Who was this recipe from?
Oh, so I took Jesse's recipe that he made on Friday night, the galbi vermicelli bowls that he did with the short ribs. I'm taking his recipe from Friday night, and I queen G'd it. So we're turning it into Seoul Fire Steak Noodles, and we're using New York strip steak. I kind of bolded up the sauce in the marinade a little bit. I added a pear to the marinade, and of course we're using New York strip. We're using lo mein noodles, not vermicelli, and we're doing everything on the Blackstone. Well, everything except the noodles. So we're just getting the noodles going now, and then we're going to work on the sauce. His sauce was amazing. The only thing that I did to it, I had a little bit more ginger because I love ginger, and I'm thickening it up with some cornstarch so it'll stick to the noodles. His noodles were more like for a salad kind of thing, and they were cold. These are going to be cooked on the Blackstone. Or kind of crisped up on the Blackstone a little bit.
Jack has a question.
Yes, Jack.
Did you tell him you're making his recipe?
Yes, I did. I sure did. In fact, he's going to do the same thing to one of my recipes. We were talking about it before this show. We're trying to figure out which one of my recipes he's going to pick to redo.
Hey, Alice.
He's happy about it. He's not upset. All right, so we're going to make the sauce. We're going to start with lime juice. Hopefully I can remember everything that's in here. This is rice vinegar. This is honey. Oh, this bowl's got a crack in it. How is everybody tonight? Did y'all have a wonderful Mother's Day? Soy sauce. Chili garlic. Brown sugar.
Alice, you should be good to go if you want to leave and come back.
This is just a tiny little bit of sesame oil. Minced garlic. I also made extra sauce because I like things saucy. And we have quite a bit of veggies. I'll show them to you here in just a second. This was ginger. I don't remember what this is. Oh, this is fish sauce. I almost stuck my finger in that to taste
Yeah,
it.
don't do that.
Fish sauce.
Jenny says your nails look beautiful.
Thank you.
Loves the color.
And then this is the cornstarch slurry. This was the addition. So other than just bumping up the ginger
Hey, Jen.
and then quantity, this is the only other thing I did to change Mr. Crown's amazing recipe.
Mima says she had a wonderful Mother's Day. Hope everyone else did too.
Awesome.
Jack said, did you want them for Mother's Day? What did you do for Mother's Day? Did you get treated special?
I did get treated special. Jeff cleaned out the pantry.
Well, you shouldn't have said anything.
Oh.
I'm about 90 seconds away from having my video completed, and I'll post it tonight. And then y'all can see what I got her for for Mother's Day.
And my kids got me flowers, and they came over and had dinner with me. Oh, we're about to bubble over here. It was a really nice day. Oh, and in the oven right here, I'm not opening it. I'm just going to tell you what's in there. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, you really can't. I mean, all right, well, you kind of can.
Set a timer for 3 minutes. I have Lebanon bologna in there. It is, sounds nasty, but it's fermenting.
Fermenting?
Yeah. And then in the smoker, I have an 8-pound ghost pepper cheddar, ghost pepper cheddar and jalapeno bologna.
Katie said, how is the pork roll?
We have it set aside. All right, so our sauce is ready. We're just going to put it with the stuff to take out. Well, I'm going to taste it. Make sure I didn't mess it up by adding a little bit extra ginger. So if you're just joining us tonight, we are doing Seoul Korea Steak Fire Noodles. And I'm doing a play on Mr. Crown Royal's recipe from Friday night, where he did galbi, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm going to say it's galbi, G-A-L-B-I, vermicelli noodles. And they were delicious. He did them with short ribs. And I loved it so much that I wanted to do it again, but I wanted to turn it into a steak noodle stir fry. So that's what we're making. Change this recipe up just slightly so that I can put it with noodles, and I want this to be a thicker sauce. It's good. That is so good.
I love it when you're proud of yourself.
Okay, so here's what we're going to put in our stir fry. We got Napa cabbage, which I can't remember what he used in his lettuce.
Lettuce.
Yeah, so he had lettuce in his. We're doing Napa cabbage. We're going to cook this. We're not going to cook it all the way down, but we are going to sear it on the Blackstone. Then we have red and yellow bell peppers, mushrooms, carrots, onion, and scallions. So that's what's going to go in ours. Steak is already outside. I'm just waiting on these noodles here, and then we'll move everything outside. We're going to top it. Show them the toppings there. We've got peanuts, lime, cilantro, really thin sliced jalapenos, and sesame seeds.
What's in the jar?
Oh, garlic chili. Crunchy.
Yummy.
Okay. Those are done. I'm just going to drain these off, rinse them, put a little bit of sesame oil on them. I'm going to rinse them because I want them to stop cooking right now.
Katie said it's too hot. Too hot there to cook outside.
Oh, is it?
No, she said it's... Oh, yeah, I apologize. She did say here. It is too hot here to cook outside. There you go. Hi, Chelsea. Oh, wow. She said it's 94 degrees.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah.
I was going to say, your year shouldn't be that much different than my year. You must be wimpy, but...
Yeah, 94.
I'd wimp out at 94. We're like, yeah, we're cooking on the stove tonight. I don't know if Food Talk might be cooking in my bathing suit out there.
I wouldn't mind.
Popping in the pool every few minutes.
That would be an interesting live. Hey-oh. Hey, Rachel.
I'm just trying to dry these out a little bit. Alright. So these are lo mein noodles. A little bit hardier than the vermicelli that Jesse used, but they need to be so they can be on the Blackstone. And I'm just gonna add some.
Hi, Fatty from Morocco. How you doing?
Sesame oil from Morocco. That's pretty cool. Okay. I wonder what dish Jesse is going to pick of mine to redo. Which one do y'all think he should? If y'all know any of my dishes that I do, what do you think he should try to recreate in his own way?
That's a good question. What's something that Jesse, of Carrie's recipe that Jesse can redo? Trini said cowboy cupcakes. Fatty said, did you visit? Fran, Diablo spaghetti. Katie with the meatloaf cups.
Yeah, that was the cowboy cupcakes.
Did you visit Morocco? No, I don't think we've ever been there.
No, we haven't been there. Okay, I think we're ready to move outside. I'm going to take 2 trips.
Well, I will wait for you to carry that out.
I'm trying to decide if I want to put this sauce in a skillet before I put it on the noodles. We'll see. I'll decide later.
We'll go out there in just a second. When she comes in here for that second tray, that way I can shut the door when she walks out.
I'm going to bring it all back in here to plate it up. Did you think I was done?
Yeah, I thought you only had just the 2 trays.
You see me with my tea?
Oh, shoot. Nope, I don't see you with your tea. So, like I had said before, it's been raining a lot here, so all of our stuff is still put away and packed away to keep it out of the rain. So we're going to get over here on the Blackstone.
I think I want to do...
Mima said you have so many wonderful dishes, you can't pick one.
I think I'm going to do this steak first so I can clean the griddle. And then we'll do the veggies. And here, look, y'all can take a peek at this. Check out my chub. It's a big chub.
That's the big boy from last night, if y'all saw her pack that one in.
Katie, look at that. We're eating that in June. And we're going to eat part of it. We're going to eat part of it tomorrow, and then I'm going to freeze the rest for the grub match.
Trinity said, whoa. Yeah, that is the biggest chub she's made yet. That was 8.11. Huh?
Uneven thermal.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll just sit here and stare at the Blackstone until you get back.
I just don't want to I don't put the meat on until it's up to temp.
I know, Jack. I messed up, didn't I, buddy? He said the one thing you need is your tea.
That's right. Okay, we'll show you the meat.
Mima said that is big.
This is our New York strip that I cut up. We're going to work in batches on this.
Oh, Granada D says, new here. What is a chub?
So that's what you call the big loaf of bologna when it's all together. It's called a chub. And that one is ghost pepper, cheddar, jalapeno. And then I have a Lebanon style bologna in the oven in there. It's fermenting. So 1 o'clock tomorrow, I will be able to take it out of the oven and bring it to the smoker and smoke it like I'm doing this one.
Katie said you barely got that one tied.
That's
that is
true.
Very true. We barely had enough of the jacket to tie the ends on it.
So before I put meat on here, I like it to be about 450 degrees, and we're about there. This is like galbi beef.
Man, that smells good already.
It's New York strip that I marinated. I put this on to marinate 3 o'clock today. It has a soy sauce, gochujang, brown sugar, pears. It has a pear in it. The pear helps tenderize the meat.
Yes, ma'am. Of course. You're very welcome. She said thank you. Much appreciated.
Yeah, so if you don't know me, my name is Carrie. The name of this show is What's in Paw Paw's Belly. You are watching FoodTokTV channel, the longest running food show on TikTok. We have not missed a day in over 5 years. We are about 14 content creators. If you're not already following us, we would sure appreciate your follow. Because if you don't like my style of cooking, there's 13 other people to choose from. 7 days a week, there is someone live, sometimes 2 and 3 times a day.
Judy says it looks delicious.
And so tonight, if you
Thank you for the follow.
You watched Mr. Crown Royal on Friday. He made galbi beef vermicelli bowls, and I've stolen his recipe. I literally stole it off the website, and I modified it slightly, and I'm doing Seoul Fire Steak Noodles, which is basically a noodle stir fry. I'm using New York strip. He used short ribs. Almost the same marinade, except I added a pear to help tenderize this New York strip. And then I'm saucing my noodles, but I thickened up his sauce with some cornstarch slurry. And then, of course, his noodles were cold. Mine are going to be grilled. So,
what website did you get the recipe off of?
I got that recipe off of FoodTokTV.com. Which also, y'all have 10 days to submit a recipe. That's all you have. That's all the time you have left to submit a recipe. I need y'all to send those recipes in. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, all the creators are coming together, meeting in Dallas in just a few weeks. And we're doing a recipe contest where all of y'all should be submitting recipes to us. We're going to pick one, and we're going to cook it on our live show on the 5th of June. And we don't know who's going to be cooking it yet because y'all also have to vote for that. I don't know when Trini's turning the votes off. It might be up to the day. So I need y'all to submit a recipe. And if you don't want to, that's fine. But at least go out there and vote for the creator that you want to cook the winning recipe. Those two things are not going to be in sync with each other because we don't have any visibility into who is being voted for. Me, Jesse, Kunchi will be choosing the recipe that gets cooked. And y'all determine who's cooking it. And we won't know anything until the day of. Look at the caramelization on this meat.
Man, I wish y'all could smell. I say it every time she cooks, but I wish y'all could smell this. Jenny said, I know. Jenny, you should be able to open up your windows and catch a whiff.
You can see all this sugar that's forming here. This is why I'm cooking the meat now, because I want to get all this off the grill, because it will ruin everything as it starts to burn.
When it comes time to get the sugar off, you take the camera and I'll clean it off for you, okay?
It only takes me 2 seconds. I've done it before. I don't need you to go through all the cleaning that you usually do.
I wasn't going to do it that much, but okay.
All right, I'm going to take some of these off. Can y'all see how pretty that is?
Grandnana D said, yep, I bet we need a smell-o-vision. Carrie is so sweet. No extra sugar is needed. Thanks, Jim.
That was terrible. All right, I'm getting some of this sugar off so I can do my next batch of meat.
I got a weird glare. There we go. I'm trying to move the camera so I can keep that glare off. That's weird. The lighting is behind me. Oh, it's your bowl.
Let's get another batch down.
Hey, Rob. You were sitting where I am standing.
So we only have two people that suggested, or 3 people that suggested what Jesse should cook up on.
Hi, Babs. Yeah, there's a couple of people.
So y'all say Diablo spaghetti, cowboy cupcakes.
Diablo spaghetti.
That's what I just said.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I was reading. Jim wants to know when we're going to see the pork roll. I came for the pork roll.
Tomorrow. We're going to do it on my live tomorrow.
Brenda wants to know, what are you making?
So tonight I'm doing Seoul Fire Steak Noodles. This is Mr. Crown Royal made Galbi beef vermicelli bowls on Friday. I stole his recipe and I have turned it into a stir-fry noodle recipe. I've thickened up the sauce. I kind of queen cheesed a little bit, made things a little bit bolder. Otherwise, it's the same recipe that he did, but we're turning it into a stir-fry. It was out of this world delicious, and I needed to eat it again. And I couldn't like completely copy him, so this is my way of getting to eat it again and not copy him all the way.
Bab said, I made that Diablo spaghetti. Katie said, definitely cowboy cupcakes.
He was thinking, so we have this joke.
Hey, Jesse.
That he teases me all the time, that the first meal I ever made for him was tilapia. And that is probably one of his least favorite foods. But he happened to be here, and I was making tilapia fish tacos, which we absolutely love. But he says, out of everything that you cook that's so wonderful, that's what you chose to cook me for the first time. So now it's just this big joke. So I'm thinking that he needs to redo my tilapia recipe.
Katie said, or what about the egg roll dish that was Texas size? I can't remember the name.
Oh, my jalapeno popper egg rolls?
Jalapeno popper egg rolls. Fran said, I hope your mushrooms make an appearance at Grub Match.
Oh, mushrooms. I don't know. You might be able to arrange that. I'm getting that sugar off of our spatula.
Crown Royal said, yeah, she did. Jessica said, I voted he makes you what you made when Trini brought Jeff's apron. I think it was KFC puppies, maybe?
Oh, my KFC copycat chicken.
Oh, copycat.
Jesse, you hear that? That's a big
That's
fill.
Yep, that's a big one.
Look at that caramelization. Isn't that beautiful? I'm cleaning my spatula every single time. Burnt sugar tastes nasty. I'm keeping it off the grill. These are only about a 1/4 inch thick, so they are done. Doesn't take long. And it's okay that they're gonna chill out because we will toss them back in at the end. Look at that.
Looking good. Oh, yeah. Quality control, people. Oh my God, yeah. You want to try it? Heck yes. Hey, Buck. Hey, old hippie. How you doing, buddy?
All right, if you're just joining us, we are doing Seoul Fire Steak Noodles tonight, which is basically going to be a noodle stir fry.
Man, those are good.
I took Mr. Crown Royal's recipe that he made on Friday night. He made Galbi beef vermicelli noodles, which are amazing. And I redid it. Did you already open this one? Before it was closed. Did you already open this one? Before it was closed.
Yes.
One was open, the other one's closed. Anyway, I used his marinade. I just Queen G'd it a little bit, made it a little bolder because that's what I do. And then I'm using his sauce recipe, which I also Queen G'd just a little bit, just little things like a little bit more garlic, maybe a little bit more ginger. And then I also added a pear to the marinade to help tenderize the meat. And I am thickening up the sauce and made a little bit more of it because I want it to stick to my noodles. This sauce was more like, had the consistency of like a salad dressing, which would probably be okay for the noodles, but these are not vermicelli noodles. They are lo mein, so they're a little bit heartier, and I want the sauce to really grab a hold of it. So I'm thickening it with
Hey, Shayla, we're doing great, honey.
All right, so our meat is done. We're going to work on our veggies now. A tiny little piece of sugar right there. You can tell it is getting warm in Texas because the flies are here. Got some onions.
Katie said she's going to have to bring some stretchy pants.
Yes, you should. Stretchy shorts, girl.
Yeah, shorts.
It's gonna be June.
Yeah, girl.
Just bring a sundress.
Fran said, I'm all about stretchy. Yes, Mima said yes, and after all this rain, the mosquitoes are awful. Pretty in purple, welcome in. Welcome to our kitchen.
Or outside.
Our outside kitchen, yeah. We're outside right now. Hey, Sasha. Fran said, mushrooms. Old Hippie said, I love mushrooms.
So do we.
User 68 said, this definitely doesn't sound like Jeff.
What doesn't sound like you?
Apparently in my voice. I don't know.
It's Jeff.
Oh, and now they said, oh, now it does. Okay. Who is user 68? Ronald, thank you so much for the follow, buddy.
Oh yeah, if we get 25 new follows tonight, Jeff will eat a raw tomato. He cannot stand raw tomatoes. How many people do we have?
There's 100 in here right now.
100. Are all 100 of y'all following?
Cynthia, thank you for the follow.
We greatly appreciate your follow. If this is your first time watching, tell us where you are watching from. We have our bread match coming up June 4th and 5th, where all of the Food Talk creators are getting together in Dallas, which is where we are right now. And we will be cooking together on live. And we're also going to be having a little competition with each other. Should be fun. We'll have elimination challenges first, and then we'll get down to the last two people, and they will go head to head. We already know that the elimination challenges are, we have to make mayonnaise by hand with a whisk. Then we have to make, we have to get through a quiz. So Kaz is going to give us ingredients. We have to guess the dish. There's going to be 8 of those. And then we have to do carpaccio, which is either going to be beef, tomatoes, or beets. And we have to pound them paper thin. It's going to go on a pattern plate. You have to be able to see the pattern of the plate through the carpaccio. Whoever makes it through the last 2 people to make it through all 3 of those challenges will go head to head, making some dish. We won't know. He won't tell us until that moment. Should be fun.
User 68 said, I follow y'all, but I haven't joined. I live in East Texas, Louisiana, Texas, border around Orange County. I'm Orange, Texas. So apparently they know my voice.
We are up in North Dallas.
It is going to be a lot of fun, Old Hippie. Can't wait for y'all to see it. I can't wait to do it.
So right now I am doing Seoul, like Seoul, Korea, Fire Steak Noodles. We just finished our steak. If you're just joining, we just did our steak. We've got it resting over in a bowl. Now we're doing our veggies. We're going to do our noodles. I have a sauce already put together. We're going to be bringing it all together in one giant dish. And we'll take it inside to finish plating it and make it look pretty.
Thank you, Old Hippie.
So for our veggies, we've got some red and yellow bell peppers. I also have some scallions over there, but they don't take long to cook, so we're putting those on last. And what else do we have? Oh, and Napa cabbage, which I love.
Jessica said, what did they have to cook last year for the trophy?
Last year, they had to make chicken fried steak. And last year, they were able to, so they were told, it came down to Melissa and Trini, and they were told that they could have 30 minutes. So they went through all the eliminations and everything. It got down to Melissa and Trini, and then they were told, okay, y'all got to make chicken fried steak. And you can make anything to go with it. I'm pretty sure it was you can make anything to go with it. And you can have 30 minutes to plan your dish and your approach. And during the competition, you get 5 minutes to ask somebody for help. So they had to pick who they wanted to ask for help. And I think Trini chose Benjamin, and Melissa chose me. And they made their chicken fried steak, and then it went to judges. And the judges took both of the dishes, and they voted for which chicken fried steak they liked best. And Melissa took home the trophy.
Shayla said, is there a lot of participation with the recipes that's being submitted?
Not as much as I would like. There's been a few, but not a lot. So there's still a chance. Y'all have 10 more days. We close submissions on the 22nd. And all you have to do is just find a recipe that's, near and dear to your heart, something that you enjoy making. Tell us about it. just needs to be something that's actively cooking. This is active cooking. Putting it in a baking dish and waiting for it to cook for 30 minutes, that's passive cooking. That's hard to do on a live.
Katie said, I've sent 3 recipes.
Yes, Katie has.
And Chelsea said, I'm still trying to think of the perfect recipe.
Well, so this is active cooking. So think of that first. You want us to be busy. If you have a story to tell about it, if it's the first dish you ever made, if it's your favorite dish in the world, and if you don't have a story behind it, but it has its own story, you can tell that too. Because then it gives us something to talk about. Because, you know, I'm always talking, and sometimes I got to think of stuff to tell y'all.
Fran said, I have one, but it's your Pancho's enchiladas.
Fran, you can't submit one of my recipes.
Shayla said, oh, I didn't know I could submit more than one recipe.
You can. Submit as many as you want to. The more you submit, the better chance you have of winning. And the prize is cool. So several of the creators are getting together, and they are donating items for a box. I don't know what everybody's donating. I know what I'm donating, and I know that some of y'all have already asked me for it many times, and it's going in the box. Jesse's going to put some things in the box. Melissa's putting things in. Trini's putting things in. Mama T's putting things in. You're going to want this box. It's the first time we've ever done a creator box. I don't know if we'll do it again. I don't know if we'll ever do a recipe challenge again if y'all don't get off your butts and send some stuff in. We're trying to play with y'all, and y'all aren't playing.
Katie said, I've checked the website to make sure she doesn't submit a duplicate. Love, thank you so much for the follow.
It's okay. If it's a duplicate, we'll weed them out. Don't worry. Just submit.
Jack said, what are you going to make sandwiches tomorrow? Oh, are you going to make sandwiches tomorrow?
We are making sandwiches tomorrow on my live stream. We are going to be making Taylor ham sandwiches or pork roll sandwiches. And we're going to make them 2 ways. One with the real Taylor ham that we were finally able to find in the grocery store. And then the other with my version of homemade pork roll. We're going to see how close I got. I have not cut into it. It is driving me crazy because I'm so anxious. All right, I'm calling these done. I don't know why I'm moving them this way.
Old Hippie said, my grandkids I'm raising have a cook group. I might put them in. Oh, you have a cook group that you might put them in. That's cool. Hi, Caroline. How you doing? She said, hi, honeys.
Hi, Caroline.
Shayla said, I'm going to submit one more tonight.
All right, these are done. This burner over here is off. So we're just going to put these over. I don't want them to cook more than this because I want them to have a little bit of texture to them. We don't want mushy. I'm going to get them up into this corner up here. Is the coldest pocket I have on this Blackstone. Okay, and you're going to work on, we'll do some carrots.
Jim said, that's right. Carrie's a pork roll. Carrie, it is pork roll, otherwise known as Queen Cheese ham.
Well, mine, I would say mine's pork roll. He is correct. But the other one is truly Taylor ham because it's called Taylor ham on the package. This one. But I'm being told that up in New Jersey, this is a big debate about whether you call it pork roll or Taylor ham because it's like Q-tips and cotton swabs. Just because it's pork roll does not mean you're eating a Taylor ham. Right, Jim? Right, Katie? And I also hear people get really aggravated when you use the words interchangeably like that.
Bab said, I say Taylor ham. Katie said, Taylor ham is known as...
Oh, yeah, I forgot Babs is from New Jersey, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, God knows.
Katie said, Taylor ham is a northern New Jersey pork roll. Southern New Jersey is in Philly. Taylor ham is a brand, and Queen G is a brand. It's a royal brand. Okay, Jim.
All right, we're going to put on the scallions.
Pretty sure I put the wrong...
Now, I'm going to turn the heat up on this cabbage.
Old Hippie said, I say just give it to me.
So I've got a Lebanon bologna. Well, let me tell you about Taylor ham first. So Taylor ham, pork roll, whatever you want to call it, you pick. I don't care. I made one, not having ever eaten it in my life because I couldn't find it. So I went off of research that I did to try to figure out the right seasoning. So I made one. And then as soon as I get it made, I find an actual Taylor ham at H-E-B. So I bought some. So we cut into mine that I had made, and then we did a taste comparison with the actual Taylor ham. And they're night and day different. Night and day. Mine is good. It's really good. But it wasn't as good as the Taylor ham. So let me tell you, I don't know why that is not a Texas thing because it's a bold flavor. And we absolutely loved it. So I went back to the drawing board, started trying to figure out how I could replicate the flavor, and found out that Taylor ham or pork roll is actually fermented, which is what gives it that tangy flavor. Fermented meat is like pepperoni, salamis, those are prosciuttos, those are fermented. So I got some starter culture and I fermented it. And so that's the one that we're going to cut into on my live tomorrow night. So I'm very anxious to see. The other thing that mine was lacking was salt. I didn't realize how salty pork roll was, but it's salty like. If you haven't ever had it, the closest thing that I can describe to it tasting like is a milder salami.
You're fine, Babs.
I'm going to squirt a little bit of water on here.
You want the dome?
Yeah.
Babs said very salty.
Yeah, so I increased the salt in mine, I increased the vinegar, and I fermented it. Which is the first time I ever did that. But it was kind of cool. It actually reminds me a lot of making sourdough, which is also fermented.
Amanda, thank you for the follow. Jim said, yes, salty and tangy.
Yep, so I increased the salt, I increased the vinegar. I want these to get more done. See how some of this got brown? So delicious.
Babs said, wow, Carrie, I'm so proud of you. You tried it.
I loved it. And
Yep.
Matt Chef told me not to eat it cold, but I'm sorry, I like it cold. I ate it cold.
I liked it cold too.
I ate it cold, and I ate it fried. I haven't put it on a sandwich yet. I was waiting because I have been teasing Matt Chef about this for days. He wanted to see me eat the sandwich, so I have not made a sandwich, but I did fry a couple pieces and we ate it. And I do not understand why it is not a thing here.
Jim said, did you get some nice rolls or bagels for tomorrow?
I got bagels. I got cheddar jalapeno bagels, and I got some bagel. I got jalapeno cream cheese I'm gonna smear on there.
Okay, Alice.
And I'm gonna do bacon.
Babs says, you have to cook it.
I know, that's what he said.
It's still good, cold.
It's good cold. I liked it. It needs to be on a charcuterie board. I don't understand why y'all been keeping it a big secret up there in New Jersey.
Right?
Sharing the good stuff. I'm going to get a little bit of water to these because I don't want them crispy. I want them a little bit tender. I'm going to turn this one off.
Old Hippie said it's better with tomatoes. No.
Yuck.
Katie said pork rolls, scrambled eggs, and cheese on an everything bagel. That sounds good.
So here's my plan. We're going to do jalapeno cream cheese on a cheddar jalapeno bagel with bacon, some of my homemade mayonnaise that I just made the other night, and lots of the pork roll fried, and American cheese. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
Unless y'all tell me otherwise. I am open to suggestions, but you know, it's got to be Queen G'd a little bit. You know, can't take me too far off my path.
Debbie, yes, right now. Is that all vegetables on the grill? Right now it is all vegetables. She's already done the steak strips.
I want these to be a little charred. We're going to give them some more oil. Not water, because we want them charred. Yeah, so if you're just joining us, I am doing Seoul, like Seoul, Korea, steak fire noodles, the fire steak noodles. So I've marinated New York strip for about 4 hours in a galbi marinade. And we've already cooked it. It's just chilling over here in a bowl. And we've got lo mein noodles. I have Napa cabbage, onions, red and yellow bell pepper, carrots, and scallions, and mushrooms. So that's what this pile is. We still have our noodles to do. We're finishing up these scallions. And then we're gonna pull everything together. And these veggies are cooked to just crispy. I mean, just under crispy. I don't know if you call veggies al dente.
Jim said you're not going to need bacon.
I'm not going to need bacon?
You're not going to need bacon when you're cooking on your
I
Blackstone.
wondered about that.
Alice said, I love bagels, but not everything bagel seasoning.
Jesse doesn't like everything bagel seasoning either, but I love it.
Will you hand me that since you're standing right there?
Hand me what?
My drink. I walked away from it. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to turn this down just a little. We're going to oil it up, and we're going to put the noodles on.
Fran said, I just don't love bread, and I know my butt and belly say different.
Now these, I rinsed these off in cold water, and I put a little bit of sesame oil on them, not a lot, because it's pretty powerful in terms of seasoning. So this is avocado oil, which is very mild.
I'm a big fan of the middle of a sandwich too, Fran. And that's the downside to a bagel sandwich. Well, that was the plan, Jack, but plans changed and Carrie wound up cooking for Mother's Day. There was. Katie said, do you have a Cindy's near you? Their bagels are great.
No, we don't. I've never heard of that.
I've never heard of it either. Hey, Crystal, how you doing, honey?
Local to Lubbock.
Carrie, you should cook sourdough bagels tomorrow.
That's a process.
That was Jim saying it.
That's a process.
Hey, Robin. Robin said, hello. What's cooking?
Robin. So we are doing Seoul Fire Steak Noodles. So it's a galbi marinade. I marinated New York strip. We've already cooked it. These are lo mein noodles. And then we have Napa cabbage, scallions, carrots, mushrooms, red and yellow bell pepper. We're just now bringing it all together. I'm going to turn this down pretty low now because I don't want those noodles too crispy. We need to sauce these up.
We're doing great. Crystal, how you doing tonight, honey? Well, you already said that. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're doing great. A little toasty out here on the back porch cooking on the Blackstone.
You cooking?
Well, I'm standing right here next to you.
This is a lot of noodles.
And the ladies are not going to the office tomorrow, so I can't take loads of it. I can take my lunch, though. Tennessee Jet said, that looks amazing.
Thank you.
Well, I was supposed to cook for Jack for Mother's Day. And then our party of 2 turned into a party of 4, which quickly turned into a party of 5. And then it turned into a party of 6. So it exponentially grew, and the menu changed 3 times. So Carrie had to step in to have to cook.
We're going to add a little bit of our sauce, not all of it.
Robin said, Carrie, you never cease to amaze me. For never tasting your meals, I love your cooking.
Thank you.
That is a really nice compliment.
It really is. I think you might like it.
Yes, Fran, she did. Saved the day in classic Queen G style. She certainly did. Thank you, Kitty. Kitty's sending a bunch of kitties.
Thank you, Kitty.
Crystal wants to know, what are you making?
I am making Seoul Fire Steak Noodles. Just sauce the noodles up. We've got our veggies going. I'm not putting the meat back in just yet.
Robin said, oh, I know I'd love it. I love vegetables. I do too, girl. Except tomatoes.
I'm going to turn the heat up just a little bit to thicken up our sauce, and I'm going to give it a little bit more sauce.
Prince said, if y'all ever visit me, I'm going to burn something right away, so she takes over. Okay, Sweet Pea, fruit, vegetable, whatever. I don't like tomatoes. I don't know what they are. I don't want them.
Okay, well, that's cooking a little bit, thickening up. I'm going to jump in the live. In case anybody wants to follow me,
okay,
who isn't already following me, then they can.
Oh, you're not a fan of them either? All right, I'm going to pin up Queen G here so y'all can grab her up and follow her as well if you don't already. We go live Monday through Thursday, 7 o'clock Central. On Tuesday nights, obviously, because we're here, we go live 7 o'clock Central on FoodTokTV.
Here goes the beef.
And we do pop-ups and stuff all the time on the weekends. And we do collabs over at Jesse's house, Mr. Crown Royal. And Mr. Crown Royal comes over here. Trini's been over here. We've been over there.
So tonight, I'm taking Jesse's food that he made. Jesse made Galbi beef vermicelli bowls Friday night on his Food Talk Live. I took his recipe. I hijacked it right off of FoodTokTV.com, and I turned it into the Seoul Fire Steak Noodles. I'm just showing you ways that you can make recipes your own. That was Jesse's recipe. It was freaking amazing. I wanted to eat it again, but in a little bit different way. Look at that sauce. Y'all, this is beautiful. Can y'all see
gorgeous.
how that sauce thickened? Well, can't talk. That sauce thickened right up.
Mima said, wow, that looks amazing. Bab said, looks delicious.
All right, we're about to go in and plate it up.
Katie said, that looks so good.
This was too much noodles for me, so we're just going to leave those over there.
Shayla said, it looks so good. Robin says, what is the sauce?
The sauce is the sauce that was with Jesse's meal. It's got brown sugar, fish sauce, lots of lime juice. It's very lime forward. Ginger, a lot of stuff. ginger, garlic. We're gonna put these in here. I've got a pretty plate to put these on. We're not gonna eat out of the silver bowl.
Jack, the count is 6. So I am in good shape.
Heavy. Can you move that?
Trini, this would actually be a good meal for you to do on your show. Would you let me hold that bowl over there?
No, it's really hot on the bottom.
Oh, is it hot on the bottom?
It's hot on the bottom. Literally.
Oh, Trini said she'd be willing to eat that. Hold on. I'd be willing to eat that too much and get sick. That looks so good. Michelle said, have you ever made steak and shrimp noodle?
Yes, I have. I like to make all kinds of noodles. I love udon noodles. I don't know what the deal is with this thing, but it's changed. That little holder thingy, it's not sticking very well anymore.
Okay, I will take a look at that.
Okay. I don't know if we're going to need that.
Are we going back in, back in?
Back in, so we're going to plate this up because it still needs to get its fixings on it. Can you grab my tea?
Yes, I can. Oh, look, you left the little snacks for the puppies.
I know.
There's some noodles out here on the floor.
I also left my phone.
Oh, well, okay. I'll just leave the door open because you're fixing to go out there. Sorry, guys, we're going to reset right here in the kitchen. There we go. Sorry about that. All right.
Put my thumb on there. Feels good in here.
Yes, it does. There we go. Hi, Bobby Shaw. How you doing? Welcome into our kitchen. Rob says, is there a time limit on the cooking on here?
Well, we like to try to stick in an hour. Mr. Crown Royal never does. I do sometimes.
This one got away. I think I should take care of that mushroom for you. Oh
but officially, no, like nothing happens to us if we go over our time. Like we don't get fired or anything.
We try to stay within the confines of the time
but
slot.
there is a logical reason why they like us to stay at an hour, and I try to do it on my own live too, is because people only stick around for so long. You know, if you have a long, complicated dish or complicated process, they're more apt to leave and come back and hope they catch you when you're finishing up. So hour seems to be the sweet spot. And I know for me personally, I'm one of those ones. Okay, I see what you're doing. I'm coming back. Okay.
Someone used to be live for like 4 hours. Won't name any names. Alice. Someone used to be live for 4 hours.
Well, so there's a difference. She's talking about us, I think. I only cook for an hour. We might play games and do other stuff. Okay, let's see. How do we want to plate this?
Puzzle piece. Bam. Nailed it.
We're going to do a little bit of cilantro.
Fran said my plate would have made that look better. If you
your plate wouldn't hold it.
Yeah, your plate's not big enough, honey. I don't know what I got into. My hand got sticky. Maybe some of that sugar, huh?
Let's see. I think we're going to do jalapenos. These are fresh, thinly sliced jalapenos.
Yes, Jack, we're going to start playing games again on our page.
I don't want that one. That
we
one's got a
really
big
are.
hole in it.
Alice said, I was talking about the old Saturday Night Lives. wasn't you.
Oh.
Friend said, I finally have something that's too small. Life's a Beach says you have tiny hands. No, that's just a ginormous plate. She does have little hands. The show.
Some sesame seeds.
Whatever happened to the Richard Simmons is on. The show. Whatever happened to Richard Simmons is on.
I don't know. Disappeared when he did. Didn't he like go into hiding or something for a long time?
Oh, Life's a Beach. I got you. Yes, we actually have some of those. They said no. Saturday Night Live had a skit on Tiny Hands. Lawrence Welk skit. We have some of those tiny hands. I tried cooking with them for about 3 seconds. Oh, Babs is watching the Dateline on Richard Simmons. Gotcha.
Oh.
Yeah, I wanted to see that. Yeah, they crack us up too, Robin. And I'm Dunice. Chelsea, they're great to stir up mashed potatoes. Oh, that's a good idea, Chelsea. Chili crisp. Yes, Katie. Forever your trends. Thank you so much for the follow. Nina says looks delicious.
I don't think this would look pretty on my plate.
Diane Sawyer special, right? Yes, yeah, I can't wait to watch that. Denise is the girl with the tiny hands. I thought you were doing a Saturday Night Live reference. My bad. No. Sorry, honey. I wasn't.
Can you get that sticker off there?
Yes, that totally makes sense why you're saying that now. I wasn't specifically doing a tiny hand, doing a Saturday Night Live skit. Wasn't on purpose. Okie dokie. Who cut these?
Me.
Oh. Never mind. I will hold my judgment. But we are all about making the movie references and quotes and stuff in here, so fire away. Alice and I have our own language.
All right, what do y'all think?
Talking to each other like that. Yeesh. All right, so she had to get her plate ready for all the pictures and whatnot for this. Wow, that looks pretty. Jessica said, beautiful. Meanwhile, beautiful Rob. You know better, Jeff. I know. Fran, beautiful. Chelsea, that looks delicious. Robin said, that's really pretty. And I'm about to mess it up. I'm going to tear that dinner up, y'all.
Well, let me get a picture of it. Let me go crazy. Okay, so would y'all want to eat this?
What the hell kind of question is that?
Well, I could have put stuff in here that some people don't like.
Happy Thursday, or happy Tuesday, everyone. Thank you, Bongo Guy. Rob said that looks spicy. Is it spicy?
Yep.
Chelsea said 110%. Jessica said yes. Nina said yes. Katie said, of course. Mima said, heck yeah, I'd eat that. Hell yeah, girl. Let's wait for her to finish taking her pictures, then I'll give you all a flyby. Hey, Luis. Juju, why?
So how do y'all think I did repurposing Jesse's dish?
Honestly, you could probably serve both of those dishes in the same restaurant and
on the same table.
On the same table, yeah. Because I mean, they're both inspired by the same. Nina said, "Great." Mima said, "My mouth is watering over this dish." Yes, I know. Louis said, "What up?"
Hey, Louise.
Rob said, "I'll take some. You did better." Oh, Rob said, "I'll take some. You did better."
Aw.
Katie said both look.
Hey, Jesse, you hear that?
Katie said they both look 100. Chelsea said, nailed it.
I just think it's cool how you can get two completely different dishes out of the same base recipe.
Can I give them a flyby now?
Yeah.
All right. I didn't want to get in her way while she was doing her pictures and whatnot. Got them jalapenos in there. Got the crisp, ginger crisp in there. Peanuts.
Ginger crisp.
The.
That would be chili garlic.
Yep, that's the one.
Here's your fork.
Okie dokie. You want me to eat it like straight off that plate?
I'm gonna get you a plate.
Okay. Candace said, wow. Fran said, dang fire eaters.
Oh, wait, let me get a little quick video.
What am I? You want me to eat with this?
Yeah.
Look at the size of that thing.
Let me just do a quick video. Just quick. Calm down. You have to move your hand out of there.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, shoot. Forgot. What? Stop.
What did I do?
Your face?
I didn't make any faces. Did I make any faces?
I'm just was ready.
A preemptive slap. I know what you would normally be doing back there.
Keep getting the sink, and I don't want the sink in there. You're in there.
All right, I'll come read comments.
Okay.
Here, come eat this. No, wait. User 14 said, yes, you did. Hey, Og Dog. Okay. I made a face. I brought short forks and spoons inspired by. Oh, she bought your tasters.
Here, come here.
I love the Willie Nelson wig. What, my love?
You can do it.
Okay, Chelsea, that's my Willie Nelson wig tonight. Oh, thank you very much. If y'all are new, it's a long, funny story.
Would you rather eat with this one?
No.
This is what Fran's talking about.
Why do we have extremes? I gotta make twice as many trips with that.
I have these tasters. We keep them on the counter, and Fran went and got her some tasters. That's hilarious. I love you, Fran.
Let me get some of them jalapenos on there. Some of that.
Ray Girl said chopsticks. You want chopsticks?
I'll do chopsticks. I don't care. I'm not scared.
Here.
God damn.
Are these good, Ray Girl? Will these work?
Jesse made me eat this.
Kim Bab said, "Let the man eat."
I know, right? For God's sake. They're tied together on the end, so they're not.
They have cheaters.
They're not cheaters. I don't know why those.
User 427 said, "You all are fun." So Marie's 4. This is Seoul Fire Steak Noodles. So it's a Korean, like galbi inspired dish that I did on the Blackstone with New York strip steak. Those are chop yardsticks, Tennessee Jed said.
Yardsticks. They're for cooking with, right?
Yeah. Is it good? Haven't heard anything.
Because
you didn't say or anything.
You weren't looking at my face. My face said it all.
Thank you, Shayla. Yes, Jack, cheaters do make it easier to eat. Although I don't think those are really cheaters. They're just tied.
Yeah, I think it's so you don't lose them while you're cooking.
Oh, wait, stop.
Again?
Yeah, because you forgot this.
No, I didn't.
You squeezed it?
Yes, I did. Look,
Where?
that lemon right there. That lemon right there's missing.
Oh, okay. I didn't see.
She is just denying me.
No, I just want to make sure you had the perfect bite.
Every bite I've taken has been
Ray
perfect.
Girl wants to know if it's spicy.
Not in my opinion.
Did you eat a jalapeno with that?
Of course I did.
All right, you ready to say goodnight?
Hold on. Let me give them a good look at a good bite here.
Got a piece of meat?
Yeah, I got meat, vegetables. I got some noodles in there.
Trini said
This
Willie
has-
Nelson vibes. It does.
The what?
Willie Nelson vibes.
It has the right amount of spice in it.
Ray Girl said she's not a spicer, but her husband is. Jack said she's bossing you around. Good job, Carrie. Boss them out. That's my job, Jack.
This is excellent.
What's my number?
Well, obviously it's a 10, so I'm trying to think of a dish. I gotta compare it to a dish. What is the bar? What is the bar dish?
You make your own bar. Because all y'all are different.
Rotation. How about that? I want it in the rotation. It's a 10.
We have a big rotation.
I know. You have a cheesecake factory.
We're working on
Menu.
a house that was owned by Willie Nelson's best friend. I'll send pics, Carrie.
Oh, cool.
That's cool, Fran. All right, we're going to say goodnight, y'all, so we can go eat this while it's hot. This recipe will be on FoodTokTV.com. Don't forget, we have our grub match coming up June 4th and 5th, where all the creators are coming to Dallas to hang out together and cook together and compete against each other. So we will be broadcasting that on the 4th and the 5th. On the 5th, we will also be announcing the winning recipe. If y'all haven't already submitted, submit your recipes. And if you only submitted one, submit 2 or 3 or 4 or however many you want to. And you're going to want the prize. It is a creator box where all of us are going to throw something in there that you're going to want. And go out there. It's on FoodTokTV.com. And there's a link on the little hamburger button where you can submit the recipe and also vote for the creator you want to cook that recipe. Go vote Mr. Crown Royal because he needs to win that. And y'all can vote every day if you want to, but we are running out of time. 10 days, we're going to close the submissions for the recipe. And I don't know if Trini said yet or not when they're going to close submissions for voting for your favorite creator, but it should be great because those two things will not be lined up. We're not going to know who won the creator who's cooking when we pick the recipe. So anyway, I will see y'all next Tuesday night at 7 o'clock for What's in Paw Paw's Belly. And if you want to come to my page tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Central, we're going to be cutting into, hold that thought.
You just thought you were leaving. Oh, we love you too,
We're
Fran.
going to be cutting into this bad boy, which is a pork roll, Taylor ham, copycat, hopefully.
Homemade
tasted.
Taylor ham,
I have no
copycat.
idea what it looks like on the inside, so y'all will get to see it with me. 7 o'clock Central on Queen G's Texas Kitchen, and we will see y'all.
Chelsea said, take a bite, Carrie.
Take a bite. I'm hungry.
All right, guys. Y'all have a wonderful night. We'll see y'all tomorrow night when she cuts into that.
Yep.
Bye, guys.